Quickie.
So I just saw the 1.2 beta update and it was fun. It made little sense. Jim Carrey saves the movie as many thought he would.
Listen, pal, I don't know if you realize
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name?
Benny. Nobody cares.
Wait! Don't hurt him!
Oh, give me a big fat break!
And that's about it. No, but seriously, this movie does have some dumb stuff in it that I do want to discuss. Because we all love doing that. First off, this is probably the most children film I ever saw in cinema as a young adult. The kid behind me kept asking dumb questions to his dad, someone started crying when Sonic got hurt, and people actually applauded when the movie was finished. Hilarious. The audience with Endgame didn't applaud, but for Sonic, they did. Hilarious. There were so many things that didn't add up, but that were just also pretty funny. When Jim Carrey wasn't in the scene, I just found myself questioning the film's logic. Sonic goes to a bar and James Marsden pretends that this blue, clearly cartoon character is a 40-year-old invalid. Does he explain this to everyone in the bar? Is everyone buying this? A really big dumb one was that Sonic gets rid of a bomb and places it on a rock, and then just stands next to the rock for some reason. How does Sonic even get blown up? Isn't he like super fast, like Quicksilver? In the previous scene, he gets shot by a dart gun, but in another scene, he dodges all the missiles that are much faster than dart guns. Sonic's speed in games has a different translation from the film. His speed was created by your hands and you quickly learned the rules. Here his speed is created by someone else and there are no rules. Sometimes he's fast and sometimes he isn't. This movie also has the worst Quicksilver scene I have probably ever seen. It is worse than the one in Angry Birds. With the Quicksilver scene, it is all made to look real. The humans made some movement, the music was great, it actually looked realistic, and it was well done. In the scene in this film, the humans are completely frozen, and it is not artistic or real because a cartoon character is running around. Sonic calling Robotnik Eggman makes no sense because he looks nothing like the original character for like 99% of the film. The dumbest scene, this police officer protects James Marsden despite him and everyone else defending him, all knowing that he is apparently a terrorist according to the news. Where does this movie take place in the human world? Oh, it's because Detective Pikachu took place in the human world. But to make a Pokemon movie, you need fucking humans. For Sonic, you don't. And recent studies show that you shouldn't add humans to Sonic the Hedgehog media, but by far, what ruined the movie most for me, what could have been the greatest movie was ruined by the fans and the internet. I blame you guys for this. You complained about this shitty ass looking thing so much that they changed it, but why couldn't you just let me have a movie about Jim Carrey and this piece of shit? The script wouldn't be that different, but old Sonic would have carried this movie so far. No parentless single person who doesn't play Sonic will see this movie unless it's to make fun of how shit this version was. But no, in the film Sonic looked fine and I hate that. Really, do think about a movie with old Sonic that would be so embarrassingly bad that you could watch again and again, like Birdemic or Cool Cat. This movie would have been more famous in my mind if they stayed with this awful tall human hybrid with long legs, human teeth, eyes darker than grass with human mouth, then this would be the perfect movie. This movie is just not as good anymore when Jim Carrey isn't on screen. I like the fight when Sonic destroys a robot and it becomes a smaller robot with each destruction, and when I saw the end credit scene I was so ready to flip this movie off if only there weren't children. Really do think about it, guys. This movie would be much more famous if Sonic was a complete piece of shit. Everybody still watches the Street Fighter movie and the Super Mario Bros. Movie because they are awful. But look, Detective Pikachu is completely normal, and no one's talking about it anymore. No one. Jim Carrey was in like 65% of the film, so that's a win, I guess. If I'm going to rate this film normally, and by which I mean how much Jim Carrey was in it, then I would give it a 6 out of 10.
Meow.